Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So this is my haul, like everything I have bought from over the weekend from being at Disney, Universal, you know. I didn't buy anything from Islands of Adventure. I will say that I didn't buy anything from Islands of Adventure. Um, I didn't really buy much stuff, but I will say, um, all of the stuff besides two things are all from like Universal Studios. So, however, actually no, besides one thing. One thing was from Universal Studios. Or was it two? I don't know. Anyways, the first thing I had bought was this Simpsons Homer. Yeah, the Homer from Simpsons. As well, he comes with the Universal Studios tag, because I did buy him from Universal Studios. Yeah, Homer. And then in the store there, because I went through the actual Simpsons ride, then you come out and there's a store. They had the whole family. They had Homer, Bart. They had the whole entire family, the dog, everyone, the whole basically Simpsons. So I was like, well, I can't get all of them because my bag is not gonna fit all of them. But I was like, well, I'll get Bart. I think this is Bart, and he comes with his tag too, Bart, the Universal Studios tag. But yeah, so I bought him as well, because why not? So I'm somewhat of a fan of The Simpsons. I don't know everything, but I'm a fan of The Simpsons. And on the receipt, because I do have the receipt, they're under classical dolls or something like that. So I don't know, maybe they're designed after the old school dolls that used to come out. So I don't really know, but that's what the receipt said. And then I was on the Spider-Man ride, and I bought the Spider-Man doll. Well, he was more cheaper than the Simpsons. The Simpsons dolls were like 25 to 30 bucks. He was like 15, $16. Yeah, about 16.95. So like 17, $18 tax. Still, that was way cheaper than the Simpsons dolls. But anyways, and he's actually posable. The Spider-Man, if I can, hold on. So he's actually a posable doll. He's very posable. But yeah, so I bought Spider-Man, and this Spider-Man, the reason I bought him is because it's actually under the Peter Parker. Like, the ride was all like Peter Parker, helping you out, and that's the Spider-Man I fucking grew up with, was Peter Parker. I haven't really grew up with any of these other Spider-Mans. So I was like, well, if I'm gonna buy it, it's under Peter Parker. Peter Parker's, the Spider-Man that was in the ride, so yeah. So that's why I bought that. Then the main thing that I wanted to get out of these three items, well, actually, I bought this at the Disney store. This was actually at the Disney store, this Star Wars sunglasses that has Darth Vader on the front. They're supposed to look a little foggy. I don't know if you can tell. They're supposed to look a little foggy. Then on the back there has, like, imagery of Vader and stuff. So, yeah. And then the main thing that I wanted to get out of everything, there was another particular item that I wanted to get, but I wasn't gonna stand in a fucking line and have to wait, and I'll talk about that later. But I was like, well, you know what? If I can't get that particular item, I have to get this. And I don't even care if it fucking fits me. And it is the Universal Studios t-shirt, but not any t-shirt. This t-shirt shows all of the old school rides. Majority of these rides no longer last. This shirt, in my opinion, is a dedication to all the old rides that used to be there, like Jaws, Kongfrontation, Back to the Future, Earthquake, you name it. None of these rides besides E.T. are there. Like, none of them are there anymore. They're all taken out. They're all gone. The only ride that's still there is E.T. That's it. the Ghostbusters, all of them are gone. And I see this I see this T-shirt that I see this T-shirt as a tribute to all the old classical rides, if you get what I mean. And that's why I wanted to buy it. So you're not gonna get this T-shirt anywhere else. I'm sorry. I think this T-shirt, the only place you can get it is at Universal Studios or online, because you can buy fucking everything online now. But yeah. Then they had other old classical looking Universal Studios T-shirts, but this is like the main one that I wanted to buy. Now, funny story. I did say originally when I bought this T-shirt, I didn't care if it fitted me. I didn't give a shit. It's more of a collector's piece. Yes. But when I went to buy it, I bought it, and I looked originally at the T-shirt, because up here, if you could see, up here, it says, I don't know if you can actually see, but it's right around in this area. You can see a little bit of it, but it's right around in that area. Oh, there you go. You can see a little bit more of it now. I didn't see the part where it said youth. I just seen the XL. I didn't really scan that down. Didn't really look really good at that. I just bought it. I thought it just said XL. I'm like, cool. Because I wear XLs. I don't always try to wear larges and stuff. I like to wear kind of clothes that feels comfortable on me. That's just what I like to wear. Anyways, though. But, yeah, so I went to go and put it on, and I'm like, wow, this is pretty tight for a fucking XL. Went to take it off, and it said it's a youth. And I'm like, well, shit. That is what it is. I did see one on eBay that somebody was selling that's an XL. If I really want an XL, or I really want the T-shirt that badly, I'll just buy the one that says XL off of eBay. It's the same price that I paid for this one anyways, from the actual store. But, yeah, this is the thing that I really wanted out of all of this, is this old classical type of, like, Universal Studios Florida, you know, T-shirt, you know, dedicated to all the old school rides, and one ride that's still there, E.T. But, yeah, so this is my haul. Everything that I bought. You know, I didn't really buy much. And oh, if you're wondering, what was the other thing that you're gonna buy if you couldn't get the T-shirt? So we went through at Disneyland, I believe. We went through the whole Star Wars thing, where you can make your own lightsaber, and I wanted to do that, but I didn't realize, and same thing with my brother, we didn't realize that you had to fucking wait. You had to, you basically had to make a reservation to make your own lightsaber. And I thought, or however the fuck, I thought that was really stupid. Deep down, all I wanted was Darth Vader's fucking lightsaber. And the reason that they're so cool is because you can make your own. They're super duper realistic looking. When I say they're like fucking realistic looking, they're realistic looking. You can take the whole part out. You can unscrew the part out, and you can just have like the lightsaber like hanging off of the side of your pocket or whatever. You know what I mean? How they do in the movies, which is pretty freaking cool. But I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna, you know what I mean, wait on a listing for how many hours, take a majority of the day out. I'm just not gonna do that. I want to enjoy other things. But it is what it is. So yeah, I didn't get my own lightsaber. Truly, I only wanted to get Vader's. And I'm not gonna lie, I looked up online and you can get them from online. So again, if I want, a legit replica lightsaber of Darth Vader's or something that fucking works, buy it online. Or if I want to get my own custom type of lightsaber, buy it online. You know what I mean? But, yeah, because they still have it all online, I mean, you can go there, make your own, blah, blah, blah. But me, it's not really that. But it is what it is. I mean, I wanted to do it, but I was like, it is what it is. But, at least I got my T-shirt. But yeah, so, like, comment, subscribe.